Afternoon all. Yes, a little later getting started today. That's all right. It's August 10th. So, we're into that part of the year where it is a little bit slower than the rest of the year. But Jacob Vrana signs a 3-year deal with the Detroit Red Wings. So he signs an extension, $5.25 million per year for Vrana, and that's right about where you'd expect that to be. Jacob Vrana, good, solid top six option for the Detroit Red Wings, a team that doesn't have cap trouble. This contract's relatively concern free, and so it again shows Yzerman knows what he's doing, and all the best to Vrana. Now, this rumor got out there yesterday, and there does seem to be something to it that the CSKA Moscow organization in the KHL has offered Kaprizov 1 year, and it's rumored to be, according to Frank Saravalli, in the $10 million for that season range, which means that immediately people will assume that Kaprizov is demanding that kind of money from Minnesota. Not necessarily. Now, it could be, very well could be that that's what he wants, but it could very well be as well that he's asking for less. And Moscow's just saying, look, here's all our money. Play for us, here's all our money. So the rumor on it, too, is that September 1st is the deadline for Minnesota to get something done, or Kaprizov will just take that deal to go over and play in the KHL for a year and be done with it. And so that's when you get into the questions of how much pressure is going to be on Guerin to get this done. If he doesn't get it done, what does that do to the state of the franchise for this season and potentially beyond as well? If they can't keep Kaprizov, who's a megastar coming out of last year, what else does that say? So it is a key time if you're a Minnesota Wild fan, and there are probably those in Minnesota thinking, can we just go back to when it was boring here and there wasn't any drama around the team? That'd be nice. Just, that boring middle of the road team sometimes has its benefits. So we'll see. Brent Clark, who was drafted last month by the LA Kings, has signed his entry-level contract. Now, what's interesting with this is that he did play in the Swiss League, and when I was doing the look at all the top prospects going into this draft, Clark was considered to be one of those who was right around most ready for NHL action. So it is quite possible the LA Kings, looking at the state of their blue line, says, you know what, we can give him a look. We can give him that 10 games, and we'll see whether or not he's ready. And then you decide whether or not you're going to burn that first year of their entry-level contract. It's 9 games, and then that 10th game is when you burn that entry-level contract. So we'll see if he gets the 9 games with the Kings, and then they send him somewhere else, or what happens. But, Clark signing an entry-level contract with the Kings. I do like the Kings' future. I think they look pretty good right now. Restricted free agents still out there. There are a lot of restricted free agents still out there, right? We got Andrei Svechnikov still in Carolina. You've got Quinn Hughes. You've got Elias Pettersson. You've got Kevin Fiala. So while we're all looking at what Kaprizov's doing, Fiala's still out there too for Minnesota. Sam Reinhart, Andrew Kopp, Brady Tkachuk, Drake Batherson. So Ottawa has some work to do. Neil Pionk, Philip Hronek, and that's just some of what's up. There's a lot of others too. The restricted free agent market now is a lot more interesting than the unrestricted market because the unrestricted market is mostly picked bare, picked clean. There are still some other guys out there who will probably be invited to training camp. So we're going to be looking at probably some training camp invites where they get those professional tryouts and see whether or not they get through. But there you go. Just again, pretty quiet so far today. We'll see if we get a bunch more signings. And again, we need to see what's going on with Kaprizov. And hey, if Buffalo wants to trade Jack Eichel, now's a great time. They have our undivided attention. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.